Today we are talking about the limiting beliefs that keep us broke. And I'm going to share 2 strategies with you today to get rid of those limiting beliefs so you can start to open yourself up and receive the abundance that you deserve in your life. So first I want to ask you, what do you think about money? Do you have any limiting points of views about receiving money? You know, your answers to these questions will reveal how you feel about money and reflect the current financial situation that you're in right now. If you, for instance, believe that money is hard to come by, that is going to directly reflect your current financial situation. If you believe that money is hard to manage, then that is what you will reflect in your reality. It will be hard for you to manage your money. If you believe that money on some level is associated with being a bad person, then you're going to block yourself on some level from receiving money into your life because you believe that if you receive more of it, you will become a bad person. So we really want to start to become aware of these limiting beliefs that we have around money because they can affect us on some level of taking the actions that are necessary so that we can receive it into our lives. Another thing to become aware of is how you're speaking around money. You know, if you have a bill that you've got to pay, and you're complaining about it, you might have a negative energy around paying that bill. Maybe you're saying, I have to pay rent, and you're just miserable because of it, or maybe you have an unexpected expense and you are complaining and saying, oh my gosh, this bill is so expensive, I can't afford it, I don't have enough money for it. What you're doing is you're creating a scarcity mindset, and it's putting out this energy that there is just not enough money, which just simply isn't true. There is an abundant, limitless amount of money for all of us to be able to tap into whenever we want to. So let's just dive into the first strategy, which is to create an empowering belief for the limiting belief and start to create doubt around the old belief and support your new empowering belief with evidence. So if you have the limiting belief, money is the root of all evil, try saying money is the root of all awesomeness, because it is. Think about how many people have been able to make massive change in the world because they had so much money. Oprah, for instance, the first African-American woman to become a billionaire, has made such a profound amount of change across the world. I mean, she's the reason my mom decided to go to school and become the first person in her family to graduate from college. And I know there's millions of inspiring stories because of the money that Oprah has to be able to affect people's lives on a massive scale. So money is the root of all awesomeness. Think about it like that. And here's the thing with limiting beliefs. You might find, because you've had these limiting beliefs for most of your life, that they still pop up from time to time. Even though you've acknowledged the new empowering belief and you've provided some evidence to support it, it might still pop up at the surface. So you want to kindly remind yourself of the empowering belief and start to provide more evidence that supports the new empowering belief. I like to use the analogy of Santa Claus. If you believe in Santa Claus at some point, I know I did, and I believed in him for 10 years. And when my friends started telling me he's not real, I didn't believe that right away. I wanted to hang on to the fact that, the belief that I had that Santa Claus is real. And I didn't let it go right away. But what happened over time is I started to create more doubt around that belief by getting more evidence that he's not real. I started to notice things like my mom sneaking gifts, under the tree. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And eventually over time, I accepted that Santa Claus isn't real. So that old belief faded away and I embraced the new belief. But this is what happens with our old limiting beliefs that we're trying to get rid of. Sometimes we want to cling to them. We want to hold on to them for a little bit, even though we know that on some level it's probably not true. So that is what can happen with these new empowering beliefs. You may find that the old limiting belief keeps popping up, and that's perfectly fine. Just keep reminding yourself of that new empowering belief. Continue to provide new evidence that supports it, and you will continue to make changes that are necessary to support it. And you'll see a change in your finances for sure when you do this. Another thing to think about is how you're talking about money. Like I was saying earlier, if you've got a bill and you say, I have to pay rent today, or gosh, this bill is so expensive, I can't afford it. It just creates this negative energy around money. It's very heavy and depressing, really, and it's blocking you. It really is blocking you from being able to receive more money and abundance into your life. So what you want to do is try some new ways of saying things around money. Try some, these may sound silly, but have fun with it. The next time you have a bill or an unexpected expense, instead of saying, I have to pay this, I have to pay rent, say, I get to pay this. I get to pay rent today. Wow, I'm so blessed. I get to pay this. I get to pay this bill. You know, and it really shifts your energy from a heavy, lack mindset, a scarcity mindset, to one of an abundant mindset, where you're opening up yourself to receiving because you are lightening your energy. You are being more positive about money. You're enjoying it. Another thing you could try saying is, how does it get better than this? That's really opening up your mind to the possibility of what else is possible for me with my money and the amount of money that I bring in to my life. What else is possible here? What else can I do to generate more income? It really starts to shift your mindset and shift you into the experience of enjoying what else is possible for you. Another fun statement you can experiment with is, if you get a bill, you could say, well, good thing I'm rich. Gosh, that's nothing. Really have fun with it. The thing with money is it really does follow joy. So you want to, take joy in your money, roll around in it, have fun with it. If you get money, say, I'm a money magnet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's embracing the gratitude and the joy of the money that you do have, the money that you receive, and then the money that you give and pay, really enjoying the give and the take of the money flow. That's really going to shift you from a scarcity lack mindset, one of negativity and the feeling of not having enough, to an abundant mindset, remaining positive, knowing that there's enough, there's more than enough for all of us to enjoy and create for ourselves. So have fun with these tips, try them out, let me know your takeaways, and have a blessed week.